making our way up to Rainbow Falls. It is west Castle Rock. So far, the Shakedown run's going pretty well. We definitely different with the weight from driving it before, and we'll see how it does. It's definitely changed how the manual transmission wants to shift, and the gear ratios that you need to be in for climbing. But so far, so good. I think we got everything ready to go. Of course, get here, the right front turn signal lamp goes up. Shouldn't be a huge problem, as we're pretty much one of the only cars I've seen. I'm kind of surprised, being it's Saturday. Amazing drive in so far. Put it in 4-wheel drive a little bit back. I think we're getting close to the turnoff, and really enjoying the drive out. So dropping pressure down, gonna get it down to about 20 for this part, and then we'll leave it down the whole ride. Probably make it a lot smoother going out. Heading up Trail Creek, and I swear I will never not air down tires again. It's a ridiculous difference in the ride of the vehicle. Not so much the wear and tear on the rig, but also just me. So learn things the hard way. From now on, airing down. It'll be Ruby's first water crossing. Too much fun. Too much fun. I gotta say. That was pretty fun. So we're heading up Mitberry Gulch. Gonna try and make this up to Cheeseman Reservoir, and you can see it is definitely already a little narrower. I think we might be in for a really nice sunset tonight. Alright, we're going to keep on moving. Alright, as we're heading out of the gulch here, take a minute, kind of introduce you to me, the channel, and what I hope to do with it. Brief background. In my 50s, both my kids are getting up and older. They both have, one of them just got out of college. He played 4 years of ACHA D1, or M1, sorry, hockey. And my youngest is at a D3 school out in Connecticut. And I had spent my entire last decade pretty much just following them around so they could play the sport they love. Getting closer to retirement age, and I love to golf, but I don't think I could do it every day, and I don't think I'm gonna have that much money either. So the idea behind the channel is I do like coming out and doing the off-roading. I love to camp and fish, and I also into golf. I mentioned several other things. So the channel, Overland Squared, it's always going to be similar to what today was, the overlanding portion, or the off-roading. But I like to throw in either some cooking, some fishing, hoping to hook up with some friends to do some rafting or some kayaking, bugling, elk, just lots of stuff that you can do in Colorado. I grew up in northwest Colorado, around the Steamboat Springs area, so outdoors has always been part of kind of what you did. And I see this as a real chance to get a head start on my retirement, spend some time with people I love, experience new things, and see parts of the state that I just flew by at 75 all the time. So looking forward to having you on the journey. I will say, man, when it comes to this kind of off-roading, I am a noob. So today's run was all about kind of an equipment shakedown. So bought the Jeep, picked it up used. Loved the guy who I bought it from. You could tell it was his baby. And pretty much everything I've done to it has been off Facebook Market. It's all, I don't have anything new. Trying to see if you can do this without breaking the bank. I was able to get a barricade rack, put an Audi cab roof tent on it, picked up a Jackery, an ice cold cooler, and some other like odds and ends. But I think the only thing I bought new, straight new, was the air compressor, because the ones I saw, people wanted a lot for them. And so, to be honest, I went to Harbor Freight and picked up a new one. So like I said, I would love to, in a year's time, be ready to take on the Rubicon Trail. So that's the end goal. If it happens in a year, year and a half, 2 years, it's just something that I'm really kind of hoping to get to. It looks amazing. And I've just watched, you know, like everyone, I watch videos on YouTube, and it looks amazing. And if it's anything like the scenery that I've got to experience today, I'm all in and looking forward to a good time. So follow the channel. You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, all the social medias. I'll make sure and put a link in the description to follow those. Also, you can go to overlandsquared.com, and we are going to make some t-shirts and hats and some stuff like that. So my son, who just got out of college, went to school for communications and graphic design. So he did a fantastic job on the logo. So I'll link his website as well if you need any cool design work done. Hit him up. And as the sun starts to get down, I'm hoping to get the drone in the air, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen today. I'm still kind of learning how to fly it, and it was pretty spendy. And to be honest, my nerves are getting a little shot. It's been about 9 hours in the car, just kind of exploring and doing this shakedown run, and I'm ready to call it a day. Well, the sun's starting to get down. We're about to get off of this mountain and get headed back to the city. Ruby did fantastic. Pretty sure could have got through some of those obstacles, but solo, first time out, just didn't seem worth the risk. And really happy with how everything went. Enjoyed spending the day on some trails, and look forward to getting out again. See you guys in the next one. Be safe.